You can make money online while still working a 9 to 5 or going to school. Despite what the gurus might think, it's actually more likely that you will make money when you quit these things if you've made money while you're still working and still going to school. So let's talk about how that happens. And so the big misconception is like, I need more time to make money online. Chances are, if you've not made $1 yet, that is not true at all because you have plenty of time, but you don't have the skill, you don't have the knowledge, you don't know how to make it actually happen. You don't need more time. It's like someone saying, I'm going to quit my job to go become a guitarist, and you've never even picked up a guitar. How could you possibly know? It's a lot more wise if you make money before you quit to show you that you have proof of concept. Those of you guys who want to drop out, you want to convince your parents, you want to, convince yourself that you're worthy of dropping out, make some money while in school. That gives you that proof of concept to say to yourself, hey, if I did it once, I can do it again. So let me show you guys how to do that. So the first thing to understand is that making money just means we're adding value. That is all that making money means, because money is a store of value. So if you add value to a marketplace, chances are you will receive value in the form of money in return for that value. How do we add value? Well, we solve problems. If you don't remember anything else from this video or my entire channel, remember, making money means adding value by solving problems. If you solve problems that people have, you will make money. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out a couple key questions. You can make money an unlimited amount of ways. This is what makes real life so much harder than a video game, is because they don't set the path out in front of you. There's so many unlimited options, it becomes very hard to decide, what do I do? So I'm going to give you some questions that will hopefully help you decide that. The first thing is who. Who are you going to add value to? Which market are you going to serve? People call this the niche, but really it's just who. Who are you going to serve? When I started my first ever business attempt, I was serving artists who didn't have enough money to go to professional recording studios. They could come to my room, my studio, just in my college dorm, and they could record their rap music. Now, obviously, this failed because, one, I'm serving broke people. So like, they don't have any money. Even if my service was super valuable, which it was to them, to have their songs mixed professionally for the first time ever, they couldn't pay. It's like saying your niche is homeless people. Like, you're just never going to make money because they don't have money. That's not the resource that they have. And so first is who. And you want this who to have some sort of money. I don't want you to get into the limiting belief that you have to just serve millionaires. If people want something bad enough, they'll be resourceful. But you do have to find people that have some sort of money. It's going to make this a lot easier. The next is what. What are you going to do for those people? Now, what does not mean the technical how that you're going to do. This means the result. What is the result you're going to get for these people? So in my first instance, the what was getting a professionally mixed song. The issue with that is the result wasn't good enough. I wasn't guaranteeing them thousands and thousands of plays or guaranteeing that they get a hit or whatever. I was just giving them a professionally mixed song. And the how was how I did that, which was like my skill of mixing. So moving on to the how. How is how do you get this result? So if you're going to promise someone a result, how do you get it to them? So my second venture that actually made a decent amount of money online, even though I really just got lucky. I mean, God just blessed me. I still had no clue what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning every day, is I did thumbnail design. Now here's what I did. The who was YouTubers. The what is I promised them more views. I didn't just say, hey, I'm going to make you some thumbnails that look pretty. I promised them that I could get their old videos to get hundreds of thousands of more views just by me changing a thumbnail. And that was the how, the thumbnail design. So you must keep in mind, what am I providing? Because people don't care about the how. They care about the what. What is the result you give? And so my new business that I have right now that I've had for the past year that I've been building is I serve copywriters. I serve entrepreneurs who are learning like their first fundamental skills. The what is I guarantee them 3 to 5 paying copywriting clients. And the how is through my program, through my course, through my coaching, through my education, through the community. That's how I provide the what. But they don't care about the how so much as they do the what. If I guarantee them paying clients, they're excited. And so that's exactly what I do. And that's why I add value, because people get paying clients. I've helped over 75 copywriters get clients. So it's amazing, right? So this is what you must do, is sit down and think who, what, and how. And I encourage you to come up with as many answers to this as you possibly can. Because there's some businesses that are just going to be better than others. And better meaning they're more suited to your skill set. So I could do a million things. I could offer editing services. I used to be an editor. I could offer like short form content, all these different things. But I always thought it's like, what is going to add the most value to the marketplace and be the most fun for me? Chances are, if you find something that's valuable to the marketplace and you're passionate about it, you're going to make a lot of money. And so that's the key. So how do we actually make this happen now? So when you have the who, when you have the what, when you have the how do you begin doing it? Begin doing these three things. Well, the first is skill selection. You must look at the what and say, okay, this result that I want, what skills do I need to promise that result to people? So let's say you want to train high school soccer players to decrease their 40-yard dash time, or like actually the what would be to make them faster, to help them get extremely fast, or to help them kick an amazing knuckleball or whatever. Then you got to think, what skills do I need to get this outcome to happen? How do you make this outcome happen? Write down those skills. You want to take some time to think about this. Think, what skills that if I mastered would make it impossible for me to not provide this outcome? So when I was a freelance copywriter and I offered sales pages to YouTubers to help sell their online courses, what did I do? I wrote down the skills. You guys can see this in my 0 to 100K series on my main channel. I said, okay, if I know copywriting, if I know funnel design, if I know like graphic design, if I know psychology, there's no reason why I can't make a lot of money for these people. And so I went and learned those skills. Which brings us to number 2, the hyper-learning cycle. How do you learn these skills quickly? We went over this in depth in the last video, the last edited video called, whatever the heck the last video was before this one. We went over the hyper-learning cycle. So what you must do is you must do the action, then you must learn, which means read books, take courses, consume information from people who are teaching. Then you must study. So the people who aren't teaching, the ones who are out in the field doing that thing their best, go learn from them. Go study them. So for instance, if you learn from a coach how to get better basketball form, and then you go watch NBA players, that's the difference there. You must have learn and study. You want to find the people who are killing it in your field and go study them. And then you iterate, meaning you take what you learned from learning and studying and use that to improve what you do. So in my example, I wanted to help YouTubers. I wanted to get them more money by rewriting their sales pages. That was my first offer as a copywriter. And what I did was I went and learned copywriting. I learned persuasion. I learned sales. I learned website design, funnel mapping, all these micro skills. And how did I do that? I used the hyper-learning cycle. So I would write sales pages. I would go read books on copywriting and advertising. I would go study sales pages. And then I would use what I learned and studied to improve the sales pages that I wrote every day. That is how you get good fast. And this goes against everything that traditional education stands for, right? Because you're not supposed to fail in traditional education. The funny part is that's how you learn, by failing hard and fast. And so use the hyper-learning cycle. And then step 3 is high-value outreach. So when I've done these things, I looked, okay, how do I get clients now? I feel like I'm ready, but how do I do it? Well, I asked around, I watched a bunch of videos, and nothing was helping me. Spamming hundreds of outreaches, doing all these things, it just sounded like a giant waste of time and not effective, not efficient. And so I created, in my mind, high-value outreach. This is beautiful for you guys that are just beginners. This is what you should do. Here's how it works. When you're doing the hyper-learning cycle and you're doing the thing that you want to do, you're practicing it. Practice on real people's stuff. Practice on actual clients for free. And then send it to them. Expect nothing in return and just do that over and over again. You're like, oh, but KJ, that's hard. Bro, so what? Do you want to make money or not? Because I can tell you right now, if I lost my business, lost everything, had to go and get a job, I would instantly get back up to a couple $1,000s a month in the first month just by doing This. Find people I can help, learn how to help them for free, and then ask for money the next month. That's exactly how you do it. And so in my instance, what I would do is I would find YouTubers that had sales pages that I could improve. I would rewrite their sales pages. I would then send that to them anywhere I could, make sure that they saw it, and say, hey, would you want to work with me for free? And later, if I'm great, I'll get paid. That's how I signed all my clients. This is how you do it, guys. And so if you're working a 9 to 5, do this in your free time. Stop watching TikTok, stop playing video games, stop being a goober, and make some money on the side. Once you've covered these basics and you've made money whilst working a job, you've given that proof of concept to yourself, your parents, your significant other, whoever, that's when you can look at, okay, now I can quit my job, that I have tons more time, and just triple the outcome, the proof of concept, and scale it. Yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. This is how I did it, and this is how I recommend anyone who's starting out in the entrepreneurship game to go do it. The difference is working a job and being an entrepreneur is a completely different world. And if you're going from working to just immediately entering this world, it's going to take you a while. And so I don't recommend most people just quit everything. You must have a proof of concept. And if you can do this and be consistent for a few months, even a year, heck, it took me 2 years of doing this, and you make money, that's when you deserve to be able to add more time, add fuel to the fire. But you must start the fire first. You must have some kindling there that you can add fuel to by adding more time by quitting your job. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys later.